Hey, so you're managing her campaign now?
That's right. We kind of hit the ground running.
Oh, yeah.
You scared?
Of Dorian? Please. If she had any more skeletons in her closet, she could open a museum. To what do we owe this visit?
Well, we've got some news.
Well. This is the first time I'm seeing you since you got back from Tahiti.
Well, I've been just a little bit busy.
Mm-hmm. Must have been quite a shock to you to find out that your daughter and grandchild were kidnapped while you were gone.
Wow, I have failed. Dorian, gee, I guess I should have known that, some Russian gangsters were going to kidnap my daughter and granddaughter. I mean, it happens every day, doesn't it?
Okay, was it worth it? Did you find Ross Rayburn?
Taya and I are getting married.
Oh, I found Ross Rayburn. Not only is he Taya's partner in crime, turns out he's her husband.
When? Tonight, actually.
You mean ex-husband?
Oh, no. Mr. and Miss Rayburn are very legally married. Only Taya thinks they're divorced, which should put a big monkey wrench in the wedding she's planning tonight.
Tonight?
Oh, yeah. When Todd finds out that she's been lying to him, he's gonna see her for who she really is.
If Taya and Ross are still married, then why does Taya think they're divorced?
Well, it's complicated. When I was in Tahiti, I found out that Todd proposed to Taya.
How?
Well, she called Ross and wanted him to sign the divorce papers.
And did he?
Yes, he did. But he didn't file them.
Wow, that's like something I would do.
Well, I learned from the very best.
Indeed you did. With one glaring exception. You haven't learned that Todd is not worth all of this.
Dorian, I am not going to stand by and let Taya make a fool of Todd.
Well, it's the best sort of revenge.
No, it isn't. She's cocky. She needs to have the rug pulled right out from under her.
Maybe she'll tell Todd herself.
Well, maybe she hasn't. And for some reason, she doesn't want him to know that she's married to Ross. So, what I think is that there is definitely more to know.
You're getting married tonight? Isn't that a little rushed?
Whoa. Look at this chick, man. Why would I wait? All right, anyway, I gotta go.
You just got here.
You've got something you want to ask?
Yeah.
Vicky, right? And I got a wedding to attend to, so I'll be back.
Okay, what did you want to ask me?
Marrying Todd may be the biggest mistake of my life.
Honey, if you're not sure about marrying him, you make him wait.
But maybe part of me thinks that if I wait till I'm sure, it'll never happen. He says he loves me. He says he'll never leave me ever again. I am making a very conscious decision to believe him.
Okay, but?
But maybe part of me thinks that I'm jumping in now before he changes his mind.
And goes back to Blair.
Okay, have you got a theory as to why Taya wants to keep her marriage to Ross a secret from Todd?
Well, actually, I'm not really sure. I thought first maybe she just wanted to have her cake and eat it too. Have Todd in one time zone and Ross in another, but...
She asked Ross for a divorce.
Yes, she did. But for some reason, I just thought maybe she wanted to hang on to Ross, but she was afraid to be caught. But I just think that there's something else.
Like what?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Why is Taya lying?
I know my brother, okay, and I know his history with Blair. But he chose you. And I actually think that Blair has finally gotten him out of her system.
When Nora and you threw the bouquets, she went after it, Blair, like she was pole vaulting.
Yeah, I know. But you're the one marrying Todd, because that's clearly what he wants.
For today, anyway.
Why are you still not sure?
You know, yesterday, Jack found some boy toy of Blair's hiding out in the cabana by the pool.
And?
And Jack told Todd. Todd went ballistic. He threatened to burn down the cabana if the guy didn't show his face.
And you think it was jealousy?
Well, wouldn't you?
I know from my own experience it is possible to feel very proprietary about an ex without wanting him back in your life. And that's especially true if you have children together.
But it's more than that. Viki, did you know that Todd and Blair slept together recently?
So you know that Tay and I are planning to get hitched, right? And you know that's kind of a big deal.
For most people, I guess.
It is for me, too. I'm nervous about it.
Seriously?
Yeah? And I need someone to stand up there with me.
You don't really have a lot of friends.
No, so... Would you be my best man?
What's in it for me?
Taya, don't do this to yourself.
Am I nuts to marry Todd?
Okay, do you believe that he loves you?
Yeah.
And that he'll be faithful to you?
As faithful as I've been to him.
What does that mean?
Viki, there are things that I haven't told him yet.
What sort of things?
What's with that attitude? I ask you to be my best man and you want to know what's in it for you?
Well,
Hey, hold on a second. Don't walk away from me. Yes or no?
I want you and Mom to get back together. Taya's hot and all, but she's not Mom material.
Well, first of all, you don't know that about Taya. She might be. Secondly, she's not going to be your mom. Your mom's your mom, and Taya's not going to be a substitute for her. Plus, you're never going to see her, probably. She's going to be working all the time. But I guess if you want, some new computer gizmo or something, that's fine.
Only till you buy me a car.
All right, agreed. So that's it? We're done negotiating? You're going to be my best man?
Aren't I always?
Is this Mr. Rayburn attractive?
What, does it really matter?
What's so funny?
Oh, no, Dorian, I'm just using him to sink Taya. He's a means to an end.
Right, and he's halfway around the world.
Well, not anymore.
What?
He's here.
Where?
In your cabana?
That's a cabana, not a motel.
I'm just stashing him there until he can escort me to Todd and Taya's wedding tonight.
Blair, you have got to cut this out, and right now.
Before I came back to Lambview, I was involved with someone.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I know, but I haven't been able to tell Todd about this person, and really there's no way that I can.
Why?
For a whole bunch of different reasons. Look, my point is that I'm done with that. That's behind me now. I am moving on. Todd and I are cleaning the slate.
With secrets hanging over your head? That's not a good idea. Taya, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I will say this. Sometimes getting things out in the open, no matter how hard that may be, it's definitely the way to go.
I know I can say this until I'm blue in the face.
And I'm sure you will.
Let Todd go.
This
Move
isn't
on
about
with your
Todd, it's
life.
about Taya.
So you say.
Look, she needs to get what is coming to her. When I show up at the wedding with Ross Rayburn on my arm, then...
Who's Ross Rayburn?
What, have I told you about knocking, Jack?
If I knock, I'm not gonna know anything that goes around in this house. Is Ross Rayburn the guy in the cabana or what?